I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be from being the chaser to the one being chased. Got an email here from a viewer. He says, "Hey Corey, great work you're doing. I need some specific help. I'm working in a foreign country and I met a fantastic girl. I'll admit it, I overcooked it by spilling my feelings and making constant contact by text. Never a good way to go, dude. You're basically acting like a woman. The good news is that she always replies, and 9 out of 10 it is positive, but from what I have learned now, it shows weakness and she will lose interest. She's been recently divorced and hurt, and therefore she's very uncertain about what she wants." Well, the fact that you're telling me that tells me that you've been trying to push things along a little faster than she's been willing to go. And when you do that, that's why women say things like, "Well, I'm in the process of getting a divorce. I'm not sure what I want right now." What's happened is you've acted weak, and therefore it doesn't cause her to feel safe and comfortable with you as the man. She doesn't trust your masculine core, and that's why she backs off and then becomes uncertain or unsure of where she stands with you. And so when a girl says she's uncertain of what she wants, she's pretty much certain that she doesn't want you. And how do I know? Because if she did, she'd be with you. And you've obviously done plenty of things to push her away by acting needy and trying to force things. Kind of like the video that I did the other day called "I Want to Lock Her Down." It's like you want to lock her down, you want to get her to a commitment, you want to know where you stand with the girl, and that's just a bad way to go, because guys that are successful with women know that it's just simply a matter of time before she falls head over heels in love, and so why fucking worry about it? It's in the fucking bag, so all you gotta do is show up and keep creating one fun-filled romantic opportunity for sex to happen after another, which is also known as a date. He says, "She's come over to my place a couple of times and we have slept together twice, but she refuses to sleep over and says she's not ready to have me over at her place." Again, indicative of her level of safety and comfort with you, and it's obviously not very high yet. He said, "Also, it's really difficult to get her to commit to a next meeting, always answering with open-ended answers." Well, that means that she has a low level of attraction and interest in you. It means that she's really not excited to meet you and go out on a date with you, because you've obviously done a pretty good job of turning her off and making her perceive you as being weak. And when you chase and you pursue and you blow her up through the telephone, you've basically have texted yourself into friendship zone. The thing is, when a girl really likes you and she has a high level of attraction and interest in you, she makes it very easy to go out on a date. She doesn't give you excuses, or she's busy doing this or doing that. She doesn't cancel on you. But this girl is acting flaky because you've acted weak with her. He says, "I think I can use your advice, which you have made available, but that is not how she got to know me." In other words, he's like, "Well, I could basically change what I'm doing and do the right thing like you teach, or I could continue doing what hasn't worked." And obviously the reason why you wrote me in the first place is because what strategy that you've been employing, which is chasing her and pursuing her and acting like the woman in the relationship, has not worked. It's gotten you rejected, and basically to the point where she really doesn't want to hang out with you. He says, "So the big question is, how do I make the switch now from the chaser to being chased after all the attention I gave her?" Simple. You can make a decision that quickly. Just stop doing it. So what I would do if I were you is, because obviously she hasn't made a date, I would wait a week. And if you don't hear from her in a week, shoot her a text and say, "Hey, I'd love to see you. When are you free to get together for dinner? ? Or a drink, whatever." Send that and let her respond. And if she gives you anything other than a favorable response, meaning she's willing to set a definite date and she tells you a day she's available, and then you make definite plans. But if she tries to get you to call to verify or call on the day that you come to tie things up or nail things down, or she's unsure of her schedule, then just withdraw the offer by simply saying, "Well, it sounds like your schedule's kind of up in the air, so let's just do it some other time when your schedule's a little more open." And then send that and wait for her to respond. And if she just says, "Okay, great, let's do it another time," then you're like, "Great, I'll talk to you later." And then just get off the text, and that's it. And then at that point, if she does that, if she still gives you this flaky she won't set plans with you, then wait 2 weeks. And if you don't hear from her for 2 whole weeks, call her, text her, try to do the same thing. If she gives you the same I'm not interested approach, then don't call or text her ever again. If she reaches out to you, then try to make a date with a definite date again. And if she won't make a definite date even though she's reached out to you, then withdraw the offer and try to make a date with her twice when she's initiated contact. This is down the road, obviously. Just follow the chronological order. Rewind the video if you have to, and just follow this in order like I'm talking about. It's really important to do it this way. So if after 2 attempts, when she's contacted you twice, if she still won't make definite plans, then next time she calls and reaches out to you, just talk to her for a couple of minutes and just say, hey, great to hear from you. I hope you're doing well, blah, 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 whatever. Send 2 or 3 texts max back and forth and just say, hey, it was great hearing from you. I got to run. Keep in touch. And then get off the text, get off the phone or whatever. And just walk away. And every time she reaches out to you, don't ask her out. Don't ask her to do anything until she brings it up. And one of 2 things will happen. She'll either stop calling you or she'll bring it up maybe the 3rd or 4th time, however many times it is. Maybe there's another guy she's dating. You just really don't know. But the bottom line is you've acted really weak and you've pretty much disqualified yourself. So if you follow that approach, just like I talked about, use the phone strictly for setting appointments. And if she says, well, how come you never text me anymore? You used to text me all the time. Just say, I wish I could. I just been really jammed up. I've been really busy at work. Get a fucking gym membership. Take your ass to the gym and get yourself in shape. Start eating healthier. Read the article that I wrote called Rediscovered, the Fountain of Youth. Go to Google and Google Corey Wayne, Rediscovered, the Fountain of Youth, and start following that. Get your ass in shape. If you're not busy at work, get focused on your career. If you got plenty of time and you're not really jazzed about your career, then figure out what kind of a business you want to do on the side. A man should be busy doing things, helping him achieve his purpose, not sitting around waiting on a chick and acting like a woman instead of a man. A man goes after his dreams and his goals and his purpose in life. And that's what you need to focus on. And keep the texting and phone calls strictly to setting dates. The phone is not for having a relationship. Because if you text and you call a girl incessantly, that's all it'll ever be with her. You'll never spend any time with her. And you can't cause her to fall in love with you. And you can't seduce her electronically over the phone. You have to do it in person. So when she texts you and she wants to chit-chat, just say, oh, hey, that sounds great. Great to hear from you. I'm really jammed up right now, but I definitely want to talk to you and hear all about it. So let's talk about it over dinner. When are you free to get together? Or let's talk about it over drink. When are you free to get together for a drink? Let her respond. Make definite plans. Get off the phone and say, by saying, I'll see you then. That's all you got to do. Just follow what I teach in my book. That's all you got to do. So if you have a question and you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen, and send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max. Give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session, and you can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen. Just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website, underneath the email sign-up box, is a box that has a link that'll take you right to the download page. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, on the right-hand side of the download page is a button you can click to download a free e-reader app for your smartphone, tablet, or your computer. It only takes a matter of seconds to download and install it and complete the purchase of my book. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters and the articles on my website, you can show your appreciation by going to my website. On the Wibia toolbar at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.